Hey girl, hey. Hey boys, hey. Welcome back to my channel. It's Mama Beauties here. Welcome everyone. I'm so happy to see you on this fine Friday night. Sorry, I was a few seconds late because StreamYard kept telling me it was showtime, but I was trying to stuff this mashed potatoes and gravy down because really it was bow time. That's a little restaurant we have here in North Carolina. And when you eat there, it's bow time. So it was bow time, y'all. I had to get that down. Yummy, yummy. If you've never ate at a chicken hut, that's the chicken hut to eat at. Hey, Barb. Hi, Brandy. Hi, Donna. Hi, Maria. Hi, Janine. Welcome, everybody. I hope you're having a fabulous weekend so far. And everybody is getting excited about their plans for the New Year's. I always fall asleep before midnight. That's my plans for the New Year's. So, hi, Chronic Live. Did everything go good today, or is that Monday? And if not, if it's Monday, then did you get everything straightened out for that? And we love you so much. And I just want to say that Chronic Life is the bomb diggity schmiggity.com, all that good jazz. Very good lady. Hi, little lady DI. I hope everyone is good. I took some time yesterday to go trolling through YouTube, watching videos and stuff, checking out the drama. And I had my granddaughter last night. I took her home today. I went to the cemetery and saw my parents, and since I didn't get to do that for Christmas or before Christmas, and it's just so amazing going to the cemetery this time. I am one of the fortunate people that both my parents are buried in the same place. I know that's not the case for a lot of us, and it's really hard to get to see their graves, and some people don't even go see graves because they don't feel like, they're there anymore. So understand all of that, but for me, it's like a place where I'm forced to grieve. Like, that's just it. I'm forced to grieve because I try not to grieve. I try to stay positive all the time. And so I actually leave there feeling so good. And my son went for the first time today. And I got to see my dad's marker. He was in an unmarked grave for 5 years, you guys, because I owe still to this day $5,000 for his funeral. And that goes on your credit. And my dad was an army, he was in the army, and so he gets a free marker, but he doesn't get the granite slab that the marker has to sit on for free. You have to pay $1,000 for that. Well, by the time my dad got it right after Father's Day, it was $1,300. The granite slab had went up because he died in 2013 of lung cancer. And so it brought me to tears every time I went to his grave, because I knew that I didn't have the money for his marker or the granite slab. And if I did have the money and went and took it to the funeral home, because you have to purchase it through the funeral home, they would have took the money towards the bill. So I would have had to take them $6,000 in there, or actually $7,000, because now with the interest, it is up to $6,000, and plus the marker. So right before Father's Day, I got this amazing gift that just fell out the sky from one of the gentlemen that was super close to my dad before he passed, his pretty much best friend. And he told me that he was getting ready to go to the Blackwater reunion. And my dad used to work overseas with this company called Blackwater. And they have this alumni and these brothers that get together and reminisce and talk about, because it's no longer. But they have this alumni, and they all remember my dad because my dad was a canine trainer. He trained dogs to sniff bombs and drugs and, just whatever. He was a canine trainer. So he did that with Blackwater, and they were having their annual reunion, and he was getting ready to go to it. And he said that he was going to collect the money for that marker, and that he was going to come back with it. And I was like, okay, thank you. That's so awesome. It's the thought that counts. This is awesome. And then he did come back with the money, and he had me send off for his DD 214 so we could get my dad's free marker to show that he had an honorable discharge from the Army. And I got to choose the saying, there's no greater honor than laying your life down for your friends. That's on his marker, because he did not only fight for this country in the Army, he also signed up to volunteer to go over there and work overseas in all the middle of all that mayhem. And he was an ambassador, or no, he was the lead bodyguard for an ambassador over there. I think his name was John Negroponte or something like that. And so he remembered my dad. He even sent flowers when my dad died. So yeah, he accomplished a lot before he passed, but he ended up getting his marker, and I was so happy for that. And I got to see it for the first time today. I don't know how to tell a short story, you guys. I'm so bad. My mom too. She's an unmarked grave. Yes, I'm sorry, Donna. It's tough when that's going on. It's very, very tough. Okay, so we are going to, oh, that's the next video. I'm going to come back at 8 p.m. and read Discovery. I almost started reading Discovery to you guys now. But I'm going to give you guys a quick update about Allysons Watterson. I don't know if any of you know what's going on with that. That is the missing young lady who went out on Sunday before Christmas with her boyfriend, and the media was putting out there that they went hiking. Well, they did not go hiking. The mother just said a couple of hours ago in a live, media or press conference, that they were going to visit a friend, and their car had broken down, and they had to walk. So this isn't even in a hiking area that they were walking in. It was like blackberries and shrubbery. And so it was a little ways away from their home, not far away, but she was from a few towns over, a town over or so. And so is he. And so it was unfamiliar area that they were in, and their car broke down, and they somehow got separated. Now, that is the part that I hate, is being so vague. Even the mom's being vague, the cops are being vague, the media, might as well be Nudia. Media is being vague and just saying somehow they got separated. I don't understand that, but we all can use our imagination, and we're going to pray for the best. But then what happens is a neighbor to this area finds the boyfriend that, went with her, sleeping in his truck, not his own truck, but sleeping in this neighbor's truck. The neighbor goes out that morning, I guess it was Monday morning, and looks in his truck, and there's a dude sleeping in it. And so he takes the boyfriend home. And then the boyfriend tells everybody, hey, she's still out there. We got to go back, alerts her family. And then that's when it all got started. And she is missing. And he is only being held in jail right now, the boyfriend, because they had some stolen vehicle charges, or possession of a stolen vehicle charges, maybe some drug charges. All the different media outlets are reporting different stuff. So I really need to just look him up in the inmate search thing that I can do. I'm really good at it because of my brother. And I'll find out exactly what charges he's being held on. But they were not on a hike. They actually broke down in an area that they did not know very well. And the only thing we know is somehow they got separated, and she is missing now, and has been missing since Sunday, you guys, Sunday night. And they've sent out search parties. They have the boyfriend in custody, and she's gorgeous. I mean, she is one of the most beautiful women I've ever seen in my life, and young, And I just had some, the mother also said that a lot of people are vilifying her and saying that she's a drug addict or she's this or she's that. And the mother just said this, you guys, in a press conference about a couple of hours ago. And, you know, it really doesn't matter if she, and I'm not calling her this by any means, I'm speaking hypothetically. It doesn't matter if she's a crackhead with 50 million children. She doesn't deserve to be missing on Christmas. She doesn't deserve to be missing. It's Friday, you guys. She's been missing 5 days. And we're only being told that somehow, she came up missing. Somehow they got separated. Beautiful girl, right? So help me understand. Did they get in a fight? I've been walking with a boyfriend before and us fight and me trying to run and get away from him. And then something bad happened to her at the hands of someone else. Is she okay? Did she hit her head? Is she delusional? What are some other scenarios, you guys? Besides the boyfriend did it, everybody's already saying that. Let's try to put our thinking caps on and come up with some other ideas. Donna, baby Amaya is a total separate case. Amaya Robertson has been missing since the summer. When I did that video that you're talking about Allysons Watterson and Amaya Robertson, they are two different cases. Love. Sorry. Yes, she's gorgeous. So they've been searching for her since Sunday, you guys, out every single day. In the first couple of days, they had volunteers, and now they've narrowed it down to SARS and canines, and they're telling people to please stay away from the area that they're searching for because they'll find these clues and come to find out they waste all their time hunting these clues down, and it's not from her, it's from some other random person that shouldn't have been out there looking. They think that they're helping, but they're not. And the mom has been on scene, like they all are holding on to hope, you guys. You can just see it and feel it whenever these press conferences are on. You can see that they are, really, really hoping that they're going to find her. And I am too. I mean, God rest her soul. I am too. Somebody keeps saying Avon is better than that person commented earlier and said 65 Avon is better than Mary Kay. It is. And that, it's possible, Brandy. It's possible. Anything's possible. Maybe she was kidnapped by a serial killer in the woods. We can all assume, but it's the boyfriend. Thanks, Paula. But that's why many reasons got blocked. They're just causing trouble. But I know that it's possible. It's probably the boyfriend. But why are they still searching? And I don't know. I want to hold on to hope too. All right, let's just chalk it up to that. I just want to hold on to hope too, that it's not another boyfriend that killed his girlfriend. Please. Shane didn't do it. Shane didn't do it. So, I mean, and everybody thought Shane did it. So I want to hold on to hope. I know, we're assuming that. And I said that in one of my first videos too. I did. 5 days, Carla. 5 days. I just wish I knew more about how they got separated. How do you get separated? When you're going to a friend's house, your car breaks down, how do you get separated? And then how does the boyfriend end up in a truck? When that man came out, I am really worried that the boyfriend didn't say, call 911, my girlfriend's still out there. He allowed him to be driven all the way back home. Like a good, caring boyfriend would have said, we got to call 911, my girlfriend's still out there. Oh my God, why did I fall asleep? Like, how could he be sleeping knowing she's still out there? There's more to this story. There's so much more. There's so much more. And maybe there's more than just the boyfriend, you know? Maybe for proof of it, if anything happened. Yeah. Perhaps taken for exchange for drug money. Yeah, I said that earlier to my daughter, Donna. I came up with every possible scenario. I mean, like, my brain goes to places that I wish that it didn't. And I have sat here and racked every different scenario. But for them to just be saying they somehow got separated, that doesn't happen when you break down. I mean, unless they ran out of gas and he walked to get gas and left her at the car. And why was he sleeping in someone else's truck? Where was their broken down car? Where was their broken down car at? Why didn't he walk back to it and sleep in it? Why did he sleep in some person's truck? And is that a false report? Is the news reporting falsely on this because they reported falsely that they were out there hiking? They were not out there hiking. The mother just confirmed that they were visiting a friend and their car broke down. So I don't know. I don't know. I do not know. Also, I need all of my little eyes to be on alert. I have somebody from my hated group, or I might have more than one, who knows, that are doxing my address. So if you see an address anywhere in the comment section, please email me and let me know it's there. Now, I don't know if you guys watch my kitchen video, but I am prepared to protect myself legally. So it wouldn't be in anyone's best interest to show up at my house. But please help me keep those comments deleted because they're commenting my address in places. Just to let you know. So I need you to be my eyes and ears because I'm not always on here. I have an autistic son that I have to take care of. I homeschool. I have to help my godfather who has a bad back, who lives an hour away. I have to work to provide for my house that I pay by myself. So I can't always have my eyes all over my channel, but I need you guys to help. Yeah, I've seen some places saying that he had a meth charge, but other places aren't saying that. So I'm getting, Brandy, I'm getting conflicting information about the guy from different media sources. And maybe they both were. I mean, we don't know that it was just him. Maybe they both were. And I don't want to vilify her either. Maybe she was perfectly sober and never did drugs a day in her life. I have to, give you guys both sides of it, not just one. And everybody was going hard for Shane. Everybody was going hard for Shane. And look at Shane now. He has baby Margot. And everybody swore that he was the one that killed Heidi. So yeah, I just want to keep my mind open. I will be perfectly honest. I am like 60-40, leaning towards he did it. But there is a 40% chance that he didn't, in my mind, and who, in my opinion, isn't any kind of trial or jury. Who am I? And who, people shouldn't care, like innocent people that I might be talking about shouldn't care about my opinion and what we think. We're just a couple thousand people up in here. So people are trifling, mama. Oh, I know. A couple different places, and then they'll just make a new account and come back and do it. But it's okay. I mean, y'all are welcome to show up in my house. Like I said, I'm not scared. My dad was a police officer. He taught me a lot about protecting myself. So it all sounds very fishy. I agree. I'm going to give it a quick search to see if they found anything, or if they said that a few clues that they got yesterday made them do a different type of search. And now that type of search is a lot slower and it will slow down their search. But because of those clues, they're doing a different type of search. And then after they reported that, they came back and said, don't be going out there because it messes us up chasing clues that you left out there that we think might have been our victim, or not victim, but Allyson. It is so confusing, Donna. If they were both high, his story would make more sense. Yeah, true. I think the baby is not his and he sold her to Megan, and I'm unsure who killed her. Yeah, Paul, I've been there thinking that before too. I mean, I think something different now, but yeah, I have absolutely thought that. So you are not alone, sister. I bet you have a lot of people that are still on that in that boat, or not in that boat, thinking on those same lines. I don't know what's going on. I can't even cover the Lori Vallow and the Chad Daybell case, you guys, because there's just too many bodies around those cult people. That's crazy. And the 7-year-old and the 17-year-old was the tip of the iceberg. The missing children are just the tip of the iceberg. That will take a whole nother video in itself. And we're going to go over the Chris Watts discovery at 8 p.m. And I want to have 15 minutes in between to eat some stuff. But yeah, we got to cover all that stuff until these people get found. This is not okay. This is not okay. And then the poor girl that left the bar with the two men, and she texted her friend. This is a different case, you guys. She texted her friends that she didn't know who she was with or where she was, and that she might be in trouble. And her brother said that she could handle her own, and that was unlike her to need help, and that she must have really been in trouble. So there's so much going on, you guys. It's so sad. No evidence she was hiking. Deputies ask about a midnight door knock. Oh, they also said that her phone is a Wi-Fi phone only, you guys. So she couldn't have called for help because she needed Wi-Fi for her phone to work. And they can't ping the towers because it's not a phone that's hooked up through a service. It's just a little Wi-Fi. You know, a lot of people have phones these days that don't have service, and they just use it to get on their Facebook when they're around Wi-Fi, or they have a free text app on their phone and they use that when they have Wi-Fi. So that's why she wouldn't be able to call for help. And it's not just because her phone died. It's because it wasn't a working phone. But aren't you able to still call 911 on those phones even when they're not hooked up to a service? You got it, girl. Come on. The police won't release the tape. Oh, you have to have a flow chart. That's how the first media that reported on that case did it. They had to have the flow chart and timeline up, or you wouldn't know what was going on. I mean, before those newlyweds got married, her husband had died 3 months earlier, had been killed by her brother in front of her children. And then her husband that she had before that, the father of the oldest missing kid, was mysteriously dead, very young. And then his wife, and then the uncle that killed the father of the ex-husband is dead, and his wife had died. No, maybe not his wife, but there are a lot of bodies on that. That is so hard to keep up with. I watch all court channels and cases on here and in papers, and the beauties are being slaughtered along with babies. It's like it has to change. I agree. Megan's lawyer said it's circumstantial evidence on her, and the doctor said she is a psychopath and thinks baby is hard. That's Houston News 2 days ago. That cult story is insane. Yes, you can call 911. Brandy, I have the flow chart from Kay's page. Only way I could understand that one. Oh, that's funny, you guys. Yeah, they have one. They had one on one of the reporting outlets. But I could break it down for you guys. I could. But I don't want to give that man and that woman any more attention. There's plenty of people covering that, and that man and that woman are getting all the attention, and they're just loving it. Those people are scum of the earth. So yeah, you should be able to call 911. So it must have just died on her. I don't know what happened, but it's really crazy. And that, especially the part that he woke up in another man's truck. Where's this car that broke down? Did you guys get lost from the car too? Which one? We're talking about a couple cases here, Julie. Which one did you want to know about? Allysons Watterson is the missing girl who her and her boyfriend were out, somehow got separated, and he was found sleeping in a neighbor's truck. And he said that she's still out there, took people out there to find her, and no one has been able to find her. And then there is the cult people, which is Chad Daybell and Lori Vallow. And they got married. And 2 weeks before the groom married her, his wife mysteriously died. And then 3 months before the bride married him, her husband died and was shot and killed in front of her two children that are now missing. No one knows where they are. And was shot and killed by her brother. And then her brother mysteriously died while the case was open about her brother shooting and killing her ex in front of these two missing children. And so pretty much anyone that was there for that shooting is either missing or dead. Okay. Then they found out that she was married even before that husband that was shot and killed. And he ended up dying young. and there's just a long line of bodies around this couple. So extended family started getting concerned that the children hadn't been seen. The children didn't go to school since September, and the law enforcement went out to their house to find out about the children, and they lied and said that the children were with extended family. And then when they went and followed up on that information, they found out it was a lie, went back with a search warrant and to question the couple, and they had hightailed it out of there, and they've been on the run for the last 30 days. They had their attorney make a statement that they're going to come forward when the rumors and speculation subside, but until then they haven't given any information about the children's whereabouts. They're still missing. They haven't been seen since September, and the lawyer has a duty. He can't harbor fugitives, you know what I mean? So he will have to bring them forward at some point or he'll be in trouble. It's insane. And so that's those cases. And then there's another case. What's her name? A woman just recently went out to the bar, and she left with two gentlemen, and she ended up texting her friend later on that night saying that she thought she was in trouble and now she's missing. So those were all the cases we were talking about. I mean, she says baby is hers. 3 husbands, a brother, a wife, the father, and 2 missing kids. Yes. I'm not sure about the other husband, though. I know that because I haven't seen that reported anywhere. That was only on that one channel, Brandy, that was reporting that. But I haven't seen any proof of any other husband besides Tammy Lynn's father, the Chandler guy, and the one that she was with now. That's 3 husbands, and the third one's still alive. But I did see another channel reporting there was another husband, but I didn't ever dig that up. Thank you. They didn't test the boyfriend as father. He is too fucked up to have the lives of innocent babies in his care. I agree. I know they didn't test for the father. They just did DNA on the baby to make sure she was Margot because he's on the birth certificate. These poor women, yep. The heroes have to come together to get rid of the maggots. That's right. The people need to contemplate about taking that class and becoming a concealed and carry. You just never know when you might be able to save a life. There are also sex trafficking rings out there looking for pretty young women as well as men. Yes, and they hide out in Walmart parking lot, you guys. They sit and wait for the right person to prey upon, mother and young daughter, in Walmart parking lot. So be careful. Megan said baby is hers, you guys. Mm-hmm. Always use the buddy system when going out. Never let a drunk unattended, and always let someone know where you are, where you're going. Exactly. Even on a hike, let them know your mile markers. Even though she wasn't on a hike, they just cleared that up. But when you do go on hikes, you need to let people know exactly where you're going. So this is just so sad. All right. Well, we know that we're probably not going to get any answers tonight. So I'm going to wrap this up and I'm going to come back and finish up Discovery, you guys. I only have 828 to 900 before I'm out of ink. And I need to wait until I make a little bit more money before I can go buy any. And so we're going to go ahead and get through what I have left. And then I can, while I'm waiting to buy ink or make money, I'm going to start going through the book, you guys. Remember the book, My Daddy is a Hero? We need to do that. And we need to finish up the other 4 hours of the Wisconsin interviews for me to listen very carefully because with my Asperger's, I pick up on things that a lot of people don't. So I haven't really listened attentively to that interview at all, except for the first time when it came out, just trying to get through it. But it was, 5.5 hours that day in February, and I'm sure I wasn't listening attentively. So we'll get on top of that as well and get all this stuff out to you guys, since I have quite a few people here now, a great community. I don't even care if I hit a 2,000 subscribers. I'm not trying to grow the channel. I am just trying to get closer to each and every one of you and get to know you and get rid of the people that think it's cool to comment my address. There's crazy people out there. So if I end up dead, that's on you, the person that was putting my address in the text. I mean, because I could be getting groceries out of the car and bam, have a ligature around my neck. You just never know. And it's because of you putting my address in the chat. So I don't know if you're able to hear somebody after you block them. Because I'm sure I'm blocked on channels too, and I'm still able to see their content. You're an idiot. Like, that is going to be on your conscience. Why would you do that to somebody? Like, you're not hurting me at all. It doesn't bother me none. I just get more eyes and ears out there looking for that idiotic stuff. Do you not think that I thought about that before I came on here? Do you not think that I thought about that? And I decided that helping people was worth it. Okay? So you're not going to get me to leave. Most people would have been freaked out when they saw their address in the comment section, but not me. I'm not going anywhere. Cash me outside. I'll see y'all later. Thank you all so very much. I'm going to be back in 20 minutes, and we are going to get on the rest of this discovery. And basically what it is it's all of everything that they took in as evidence, and then there's some more information at the end that's typed out. And we will get on it. Thank you, Billy. That was so sweet. You did not have to do that. It's okay. I saw it happening in the Patreon group that I got kicked out of. I saw it happening in the text before I got kicked out of there. And I knew that it was going to happen. So it's not a big deal. They were already doxing me from the day I got monetized, you guys. The day I got monetized, I started getting doxed. And so people are just jealous. My channel grew to 1,000 people in 1 month. I mean, now we're only getting like 100 people a month, and that's better. It's so much better. But because I covered that book, my channel blew up in 1 month. And these true crime people were like, oh my God, if she keeps going at this rate, she'll be at 12,000 in 1 year. So they were freaking out. And so now my channel has slowed down, and they're not worried anymore. So we're all good in the hood. And I love you guys too. It's okay. Bang, bang, kiss, kiss. I love you too. I'll see you guys at 8 o'clock sharp. Thank you so much, Billy. You are awesome. Billy Jones in the house. And remember, you guys, here's my email. I really want to start getting away from some of this Watts and murder and crime and horridness. And start sharing your survivor stories, things that you have overcome, things that made you the pillar of strength that you are today, things that help you get up every day and face the day no matter what, because you've already been through this. You're a warrior for making it through that. And so I want you to share your addiction stories, your health stories, your domestic violence stories, and you can be a man too. You don't have to be a woman. And if you're not comfortable with showing your face, you can come onto StreamYard while with no camera, just voice. And if you're uncomfortable with sharing your voice, you can type it out in email and have me share it. I can pick a night where I share one person's story that has been emailed to me. So if you do email me a story, don't be surprised if I email back, do you mind if I share this? So love you guys. Bye. See you in a minute.